Billy, Billy, bow, watch where you go. You walking on quicksand, walk slow. Billy, Billy, bow, watch what you say. Huh. They gonna get you one of these days, boy. So, I sure wasn't too smart. Live and learn, you know. Oh, well, I don't know how to reverse my camera. Do they have that? I don't know how to do that. No, I can't do that now, so. Yeah, well, I decided, after having a long, painful night, I was going to go ahead and go for a back ride. In my rattle can, spray paint job here. That rattle can camo there. And I customized it. I did a little custom job on it. So, come to find out, I ride up to good old Awful Waffle. And guess what? They so packed that I ain't even room to sit nowhere. Yeah, full up. Oops. Let's see if I can live stream. Cruise along on a bicycle at the same time. So, good times. Well, it's nice to see that at least one country has got some cajones and is starting to look into what the real wow, real pandemic is, right? Because that was just an excuse to get the real bioweapon into people. Oh, I better be careful. I don't want to get taken down for misinformation or nothing like that. Oh, no. Albert Bourla gets sucked into it too, along with Bill Gates. I thought that was pretty neat. So, hey, it's something, right? May not be a lot, but it's something. Maybe there will be some accountability someday. I don't think any time in our lifetimes. 11/22/63. How long has it been? We still don't know the truth of that matter. You know, the man that arrested Lee Harvey Oswald was a personal friend of mine. A number of years. It's a side job besides working on pinball games and stuff to put food on the table. I did a little landscaping. He was my customers for a number of years. Good old M.N. Nick McDonald. Now, we knew Nicholas was his middle name. He never would tell us what that M stood for. We seem to think it might be Marion, but we don't know. Here's the funny thing. The only thing ever Nick, he wouldn't talk about it much. Wouldn't talk about speculation, motivations, anything. Because, you know, I was real eager, even at that age, pretty young in my years. Say, you know, do you think Joe Kennedy did it because he's involved with all the mob and the crime families and all that? Do you think he made the call to take out his own son? How messed up is that? You know, the one he was grooming to be president, well, it didn't work out. JFK was his second choice. That was not the one he was grooming to be president. But anyway, the old triangulated crossfire of the grassy knoll. Kind of reminds you of what Pennsylvania was like. You know, I remember Dealey Plaza there was a rail car that ran behind there full of assassins all over the world. It's like so many factions there that could have did the deed. It certainly wasn't from the book depository, but nonetheless, Nick, he apprehended Oswald in that Dallas theater. And the only thing he ever spoke to me all those years was he gave his first-hand testimony to count. He told me, he said, Raymond, he said, we got a call. There's a man sitting alone in the theater with a gun. So we responded. When we got there, essentially, he was all alone in an abandoned theater with an empty revolver, and he was already pretty roughed up. Him and his partner, by the way, got blamed for roughing up Oswald, but they never laid a finger on him. He was sitting there scared to death and paralyzed with an empty revolver. I imagine they left him with the decision, you know, let the Dallas police have, you know, or raise that weapon up, and, you know, they'll take care of you. You know, it's like his handlers left the patsy in quite the position. And Well, obviously he didn't choose to wield that empty weapon because they had to take care of him later now, didn't they? But yeah, old Nick lived to a ripe old age, and he never had much more to say about that other than him and his partner rough up, Oswald. And that guy was just alone and scared, waiting for his end, whatever he may choose. Like they left the decision to himself, you know. Here's an empty weapon. Wow, crazy. So, you know, as we are on the precipice of yet another, wow, I think we got yet another Manchurian candidate, but nonetheless, I see more and more hairs and wall signs, and it's just scares the hell out of me that we don't have any critical thinkers in this country. But I guess that's the way it is. People want to choose to embrace their perceptions. So, but the most interesting thing to me was he didn't care about the circus, because that's all it was to him. It was just bread and circus to him. He had seen how it had been manipulated. He'd seen how the whole conspiracy theorist thing, yeah, single bullet, right, it came in from the front, passed through somebody else first. Okay. Well, and LBJ was quick to get rid of the evidence in that car, wasn't he? Destroyed all evidence of it. LBJ did a lot of things. It wasn't just Lady Bird Johnson, who was planting flowers along the roadside. How you doing? So, yeah, just constantly have to wonder what kind of destruction the powers that be are leading us into. You know, and it's not too funny that when we had our Civil War, there was also one going on in Italy. It's just another Strauss and Howe forced turning like they're trying to engineer now. But anyway, I got to talk about this because of the vaccines. So let's go ahead and see if I can eliminate channel number 5. Once again, this is my testimony. I'm not a doctor. I'm vaccine injured. Okay. In 4 years' time, autoimmune did in my liver. It's non-regenerable. That's why they call it the silent killer. You want to know what did it? H1N1, H5N1 shots under the Obama administration, where all people who work with the public, first responders, even all the way down to hospitality workers, were required to get it and had to go down to the Hot Springs Convention Center and do so. 4 years later, you would not believe the numbers. Just the rash of autoimmune. You'd think that's a coincidence, because they're trying to give you the avian bird scare again. I have to testify on that. I don't care how many times they take my videos down or my channel. Don't let them do to you what they've done to me. God bless y'all. Good morning.